All right, let's do this. Is it recording? What's up, everyone? Welcome to our brand new podcast, maybe with no name, maybe rolling with Hill and Dale, thanks to ChatGPT. It also gave us the option of two dads, one Hill, one Dale. Who's the dad? Me?
Both of us. It's saying two dads. One Hill, one Dale, 1 plus 1.
Let us know if you have any ideas. Let me set the stage for everyone. First of all, Dale and I are very tired, parents of the most genius toddler there is. And I had to clean the kitchen and we couldn't find the mic. And we're sitting here with each having a glass of rosé, which will probably give us both a headache after one glass. But here we are, something that I've wanted to do for a long time.
Okay, but who are you?
My name is Hillary, and I like to talk a lot. And for those of you who don't know me, I also am known for the amount of questions that I ask people. Some people find it really annoying, and some people appreciate it, but I am always curious and looking for more information. I live here in the Pacific Northwest with my partner. I have an amazing toddler, Ozzy. And I am an occupational therapist. I don't see patients anymore, but I do still work in the rehab field and really like it. I'm also a twin sister and a daughter and a granddaughter and an overall, I think, gay person. And I'm looking forward to diving in. What about you, Dale? Who are you?
I'm Dale. I use she, her pronouns. Oh. Hill also uses she, her pronouns. And I am a parent to a 2.5-year-old named Oslo. We call him Ozzy. He's the cutest. I work in human resources. So boring. Snore.
You love your job.
I do. But talking about it's not that cool.
But you like it.
I get to offer people jobs, and that's the best part of HR. And I am new to the community of CrossFit, and I have played softball my whole life, and I love it. I have been gay my whole life, and I love it. And I don't know, I was in the shower just now trying to think of interesting things about me. And I have like the gayest family, and now, and I married into a really gay family too. So we have queerness all around us. Like even thinking about, does Ozzy have any, what do you call it? Piblings, aunties or uncles or others that are not gay?
I don't think so.
Yeah. Okay. So that's a little bit about me.
Yeah, and I guess I should circle back now that your very thorough intro and say that I am an occupational therapist, but I don't see patients anymore.
Oh, because you're just a boss.
No, because I have a bad back now.
Yeah, but now you're in management and make us all the money.
No, yeah, right. But I really do like my job. And I grew up in the conservative Midwest with two moms, same-sex parents back in the 80s. With my twin sister, Alexis, who will obviously be a frequent, we'll say guest host, if that's what you call it. Moved out here to the Northwest about 20 years ago, and I am not in the CrossFit community. I am a 45-year-old new parent to a toddler. Yes, 45 with a toddler. I'm sure we're going to get a lot of comments on that. I am trying to find my way in the world after COVID, new parenthood, an election, daylight savings time, and Ozzy started a new daycare this week. And I think I need to get more hobbies after listening to myself. I like to read. I like to do outdoor
I'm sure
things.
we will talk about your hobbies.
Yeah, okay.
I think it's
moving on. My computer just went on sleep.
I think it's still going. Yeah.
Okay. And so
okay. Now we'll circle back.
Okay.
Why are we starting this podcast?
So many reasons. Historically speaking, this idea has been put into the universe a very long time ago. And it has taken many forms of ideas, such as, I'm going to write a book. Oh, my sister and I are going to write a book together. To, my sister and I are going to have a podcast together. To, I'm not going to do a podcast. I'm going to write a book again. And so I looked a variety of ways. And here we are, Dale and I, because my sister's not here. And so we're just taking off.
Yeah, but you also, a big reason was because you had a really crazy story to tell.
Yes.
Which we will tell.
Yeah, we will. Not tonight. I can't get into it tonight. But I was inspired initially after a really pivotal experience when I was 40 years old, when the pandemic just started in 2020. And I realized I wanted to tell my story. And recently I had the opportunity to tell this story at a live storytelling competition event in Portland. And I had a really good time. I did not get first, unfortunately, but I think I may have placed second. So I was happy with that.
I think that's confirmed.
Yeah, I think I got second place. But that has also lit the fire under me. I've had this itch of really wanting to move forward with this. And also was recently told by a psychic medium, if that's your thing, that this would be really fun for me, maybe healing, maybe help to create community, and maybe would go somewhere.
Wait, so did he literally say, like, I see a podcast in your future?
He said I had a podcast voice, Dale. What else do you want? I mean, I don't want to be egotistical or anything,
details.
But I feel like I can tell a good story. He said, I feel like you have a creative outlet, that like an itch you're not scratching, and something that has been in the back of your mind for a long time.
Find a way to scratch something for you.
Drink more wine. Yeah, I mean, I told him I would send him this once we launched this initial first temperature pilot check. This is a pilot podcast episode. As you can see, we're not the most organized. This is just put out there and check the temperature of the response. I've been a little nervous because I don't want people to be mean to us or send us death threats for being gay parents.
Yeah,
but
so let's start as soon as the president-elect.
That seems like a really good idea. So here we are. And I mean, the psychic is really good. So I think it might be a good idea to do this. I mean, for all you people that believe, I do. I think this, if nothing else, will be really fun. Something new for us to do. We won't sit in front of the TV and eat M's like we do every night.
I'm still going to do that after we're done.
And for all of you, though, that don't know, Dale is obsessed with plain M&Ms of all things. And so that is a staple here in our house. But I digress. So, Dale, why are you interested in starting this podcast?
I'm the help. I'm here to keep us on track.
Yeah.
Keep us organized. Keep us recording. I'll be the producer, the editor.
Yeah, the everything.
You'll be the talent.
Okay.
And
you'll be the hot one.
And I'll manage you.
Okay, good. For those of you who don't know us, Dale is a little younger than I am and a millennial. And I'm a Gen Xer on the cusp of a millennial, born in 79. But there are some very stark differences, which we will get into in another podcast, I'm sure, between the two of us. Dale is like your typical hot, hipster looking, really edgy queer person. And I'm like your mid 40s chubby soccer mom, which I love myself. I'm not like, I'm not depreciating myself at all. I'm just saying that's who I am and I love myself. But there are some very stark differences between us. One of them being technology, and one of them being I have some attention deficit issues. And so Dale is wonderful. So here we are. So we're putting this out into the world, one, to try to manifest something that may be really fun and enjoyable, and maybe you get to meet some new cool people. I would love to talk about being a new parent. I would love to talk about everything. One of the things I realized during the pandemic was I don't really know my friends as well as I thought I did. And that was another reason I wanted to do something like this. Just to have a conversation with everyday regular people. I want us to know more about each other and to be able to dive a little deeper in our everyday conversations. I feel like it's something I've been missing for a long time. And as a new parent, I'm looking for community, and I'm looking to gossip, and I'm looking for
spill the tea.
Support. Yeah. And I'm looking for cool people and cool conversations and insight and experience and trailblazers. And I want to enrich our lives that way. And so here we are. So I would love to put this out in the universe tonight, as disorganized as it is, and get everybody's feedback and checking a temp. Is it something you would listen to or not?
Yeah. I think that what one of our goals are to just like story tell in general. So you're going to probably hear a lot of funny stories about us, our child, our bad luck. And we hope to share the people around us too, the people we're closest to, their cool stories.
Yeah, and everyday people. Obviously we aren't famous people, so we're not going to be like tapping into this wide range of celebrity or fame that we don't have. But what I think is even cooler is that we have community, everyday community to tap into. And I'm hoping people buy into that and are willing to have a conversation with us. We would love to interview any of you who listen. So reach out. I'd love to get to know more about the people in our lives.
Maybe I should make us an email address.
Oh, that's a good idea. What's it going to be?
We'd need
Two dads in a podcast at gmail.com.
Yeah, probably.
But I think thinking about everything that's happened this week, I think this is what better time than now to do something fun and help to create community.
I'm just going to leave this little nugget. Hill was saying, like, let's just make a temperature check. And I was like, I think the temperature is bad right now. And so she was just saying, like, whatever, the time is now, right? And I, when we say about the temperature is bad, just a little glimpse into our week. Hill was crying over her computer so hard that she threw her computer at me and said, I need you to respond to this email. And so I started typing and I'm start clicking around, and all of a sudden I look down and there's something sticky on my hand, and it is Hill's contact lens had fallen out of her eye.
Because I cried so hard, it literally spewed from my face and landed on the keyboard. And I
think that's a first.
Yeah, that is a first. Although I do have dry eyes, but is it still going? Recording? Yeah. So to wrap this up before I drone on even more, please give us feedback. Is this something you'd be interested in? Would you like to have a conversation with us, or would you like us to hear us have conversations with other people? And what topics are important to you? Parenting, politics, menopause, queerness.
I feel like parenting is like a huge, because we feel like we didn't have access to a lot of information that would have been helpful.
Our parenting journey is for another time, but is also an interesting story. And we would like to do an entire podcast on things that we wish we knew. Number one, before becoming parents. And number two, the knowledge that we wish was just standard in our society when you go home with a brand new baby and it's just the two of you or one of you or whatever your family structure looks like. We would love to do an entire podcast on that and would love to put some polls out there for all of you parents on what's important to you and what your experience was like. Am I missing anything?
I don't think so.
All right. And with that, we're going to wrap up this No Name podcast.
How are we going to sign off?
We don't have a sign off yet, but please, you can PM us or text us if you have our phone numbers, or email us. What's the best way to receive feedback, Dale?
I think that we'll probably post this to our socials accounts. So like just DMing us or commenting there. And then when we have an email address, I'll probably set that up, and I'll probably also set us up with an Instagram.
Ooh, fancy. We're getting real techie.
So techie.
All right. We hope you all like it, and we hope to get to talk to you all soon. Thanks for listening.
Okay, I think we should just say like, goodbye. See you next time.
Like, see you soon. Hope to see you soon.
Yeah, what do you think?
Yeah, do we say it at the same time?
Want to try?
What do we say?
See you soon?
Just see you soon? Or goodbye?
I don't know.
Thanks, everyone. And then see you soon together. I'll say thanks, everyone, and then see you soon together.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Thanks, everyone. See you soon.